Come on in, have a seat. I just finished my dinner. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I am Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook Live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Today, we are going to be talking about a series of things. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I did not get to watch the video from last night, but I did see your comments, and you were saying, did Kari buy the books? Did Kari buy the books? Yes, he purchased both of the books. I was trying to get him to get the third one. Gotta switch that water around. Get that food out of the side, like your gums and stuff. Hey boy, hey. Hey girl, hey. Come on in, have a seat. Oh yeah, I had to cancel the order for those of you who had purchased So Much to Say podcast merchandise. Pardon me. That was a good piece of meal. I had to cancel the order. Oh, Tyreek, you made the donation? I had to cancel the order because we didn't have enough orders that came in for the So Much to Say podcast merchandise, as well as the tote bags that Teresa wanted, the So Much to Say podcast. So I had to cancel those orders today. So you should get your money back in the next couple days. You should have gotten an email already saying that it was refunded. All right? So today is the day. All right? So we are going to begin sending our money to Toiletries for Families. They're down in Houston, Texas. Remember, we began this initiative, I think, about a month ago. I know, Darren is already pissed. He messaging now. We began this initiative about a month ago, I think, 2-3 weeks ago, where we were collecting toiletries. Or if you didn't want to collect toiletries, where you could donate money to this organization down in Houston. It's called Toiletries for Families. I shared it just before I came on to this live. There's a donate button there. Many of you utilize that donate button. I really appreciate it. To date, we have raised $380. That money goes directly to the organization. It does not come to me. Don't email me. Don't be talking about what you do without money. Did you buy lunch with the money that we sent? Girl, I didn't get the money. I don't need no headlines saying gay author swindles. Yeah. So what I did, I received an email from some of you. You sent me a picture of your packages that you were sending. Tiffany sent hers to me. I didn't get to post it. I don't know. She said she tagged me. I don't know what happened, but I saw it in the inbox. I saw a little screenshot of it. Okay, so what I did was, remember, today is the day we're going to start shipping out the stuff. Now, I didn't ship mine because I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'll ship mine tomorrow. So if you have your stuff, go ahead and begin shipping it today. Hopefully you started sending things out. If you didn't, Punani, Valerie, Punani. You got to think of pussy. When you think about Punani, it's pussy. So yes, I just had a Punani, a half of a Punani. Angela and I split one. Hey, Ricky. So we've raised $380 for Toiletries for Families. I've corresponded with the executive director of that organization. I'm going to try to set up a live video chat with her maybe like next week. So she can talk to us and you guys can know and see the person that the money goes to and get an idea of what they do with the money and all of that good stuff. I personally went out and bought product. So I'm going to tell you what I bought. I got a bag of stuff. and I'm going to ship this down there. So I bought like some floss. I bought a couple things of floss to send down there. You know, I thought about things that I would want. Yes, you can make your donation tomorrow. This will still be up here, so you can make the donation tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. I thought about things that I personally like to use, right? So you know I floss my teeth every day when I brush my teeth in the morning and again at night. I bought a couple things of floss. I bought several, two in the pack toothbrushes. I bought several of those. I bought some Crest and some Aqua Fresh. I bought several things of toothpaste. Oh, these are for me. You know I like to grease my lips with my chapstick and stuff. So I bought chapsticks for them. So you get what you want to get. So when I was in the store, I was looking for Magic Shade for men, but I didn't see any. So I didn't get. Oh, when did you make your donation? Today, Bianca? Today? So when I was in the store, my friend Angela contacted me, or she called me. And like I said, we went to get a punani. And so I'm going to ship my stuff out tomorrow. Because I have some orders, some book orders to ship out as well tomorrow. So I'll ship all of this out tomorrow. But she said, oh, that's such a good idea. She said, I want to participate. When are you going to send your stuff? So I'm going to send my stuff with Angela. She's going to buy her stuff tomorrow. I talked to my mom tonight on the phone on my way here. She donated $30. My nephew Tariq is in here. He made the donation for her because she's kind of technically challenged, even though I told her all she had to do was go on Facebook and click the button and she could just make the donation. But she called my nephew and had him do it because she didn't know how to figure it out. But anyway, they got her 120 quarters because she donated $30. So that's all that matters, right? So like I said, we're up to $380. This is a very... Yes, Veronica, I tagged you. I commented and tagged you. It's in the post that I did for Toiletries for Families. It's in there. I put in there that that you made your donation today. Yeah, so I saw that. But I think this is such a really good cause. You know what I'm saying? And some of you may be watching and you may not be in a position to donate anything at all. That's fine. Your heart is there. The intention is there. That's all that matters. For those of you that were actually able to make a donation, a cash donation, or you're going to ship out things like I'm going to ship out, I believe it always comes back to you. I believe that the good that you put into the world, it always has to come back to you. It's like a boomerang. Whatever you throw out, it has to come back. That's the same thing for negative energy. So if you go around pissing people off and doing evil shit to people, it always comes back to you. It may not come from the person that you blessed or pissed off, but it always comes back. You understand what I'm saying? So like we're doing this for this organization, somebody's going to bless you in your life somehow. Or it might be another year of good health. It can come in any form. You understand what I'm saying? So remember, the address that you're going to ship your stuff to is in the post. It is in the post before this one. But I'm going to go ahead and say it because I know some of y'all special and y'all don't like to read. But it's in the second paragraph. The goal is to donate by February 28th to Toiletries for Families, 3806 Smithers Lane. That's SMITHERS Lane. That's Missouri City, Texas, 77459. Missouri City is just a suburb of Houston. Excuse me. Pardon me. If you made a cash donation and you want to write it off on your taxes, you can. There's a they're a nonprofit organization. Their tax ID is 27-421-1468. Now listen, the information is there. So you don't have to go back and look at this video to try to say, oh, you talking too fast, I didn't write it down. Pull it up and look at it, okay? So that's that. We raised $380 as of today. Now, if you want to still donate money, you can. The link is there. The link is there for you to do that. All right. Thank you guys for doing that. We're going to move to our next charity, but we're not going to do that now. We're going to wait till the end of this month. We're going to keep raising money for this organization down in Houston until the 28th, to the last day of this month. And then I'm going to give y'all some time to recover. I'm going to give y'all some time to recover. And then we're going to move to our charity in Baltimore. But I'm thinking we probably won't start doing them until, how much time y'all need to recover? How much time y'all need to bounce back? We need a month. We could start doing them like the end of the end of March. You think the end of March is good? We can start collecting for them, and we'll go to like maybe the second week in April, something like that. Maybe we'll do that. Let me know your thoughts. All right, so listen. Let me get to my notes. I found some new TV shows that I've been watching. Yes, I still watch Love After Lockup. When I say those people are absolutely insane, they insane. If you ever hear me talking about, who in here calling me dirt? Who said that? Oh, Shamika reading her book. Girl, go ahead somewhere. Shamika just got her book. Her books. Before I get to my TV shows. So today, I spent the day editing chapters for the audiobook. Some of you have been emailing me, asking me, when is this damn audiobook for this second book can be available? I got a little headache. I got to unloose this damn hat. Loosen this damn hat up. Shamika says she got her books today and she can't put them down. See? Shamika, look, wait a minute. Lamisha, you didn't know I was muscular? What you thought I was a little pile of putty over here? A pile of Play-Doh over here? Okay, so then we're going to do the Baltimore charity in April then. Okay, so we'll recover for March, and then in April we'll jump back and we'll support the one in Baltimore. What was I saying? Shamika says she got her books and she can't put them down. Listen, if you want to purchase books, I have copies of the first and the second book and the third book. If you order in just one book, it's $20. You can send that through the Cash App. Let me drop that down here. It's $20. My Cash App ID is The Writer. If you're buying two books, it's $36. If you're buying all three, it's $54. That makes them $18 each. Send that money through the Cash App. Please inbox me your shipping address so I know where to send them. Shamika, that is too much. See, I'm glad you ordered the books. But I was editing chapters today. I have 5 more chapters. Where's Theodore? I have 5 more chapters to read, to record. But I'm editing. I was editing all day today, or most of the day, the better part of today. And so then tonight, if I feel energetic, I'm going to record at least one chapter, maybe 2, tonight, because I only have 5 chapters left. And then I'm going to go ahead and get it all ready and all set to go so that for those of you, because I got an email from somebody today saying, hey, I've been looking for it on Audible. They've been looking for the second book. Of course, the first one is already there. So if you'd rather get the audio version, you can. They're both, the first one is available in audible.com. The second will be in Audible by the end of this month. So I got 7 days to get it done. But I only have 5 chapters left, so I'm going to get it done. But if you want to order physical copies of the book, you can. I just told you how to do that. The information is up here and it's down here as well. All right, so that's what I did today. Now, let me tell you about these TV shows that I've been watching. Yeah, so I have orders to ship out tomorrow, and I have my toiletries and stuff to ship to Toiletries for Family. So if you're going to order books, they will go to you tomorrow, and you will have them on Friday. So you'll have something to read over the weekend and that kind of thing. I know I didn't come in on last Friday. I mentioned that yesterday. Hey, girl, hey, what's up, Ashley? I know I didn't come on last Friday, and I didn't come on Monday. And last night I got off at like 50 minutes or something like that. So I'll probably do live videos through the weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe I'll do it through Saturday. Tuesday through Saturday. Pardon me. That punani is still in my breath. So, anyway, let me show you my favorite gum right now. This Trident Black Raspberry Twist is not to be played with. When I say it's not to be played with, what's up, Colisha? I like saying her name, Colisha. So right now I'm watching, well, I just finished watching She's Gotta Have It. Did y'all watch She's Gotta Have It? Shakika, cut it out. I had to get off yesterday because I was trying to secure that book sale yesterday. That man went on and bought both of these books. I was trying to get him to buy all 3 of the books, but he only bought the first 2, but that's fine. And then he was trying to talk to me, Colisha, but and then he was trying to talk to me about the shit that's going on with the Queen's Court. He couldn't figure out why or how he recognized me. That's the thing that's so crazy. Remind me, let me write this down, Publix. I was in the grocery store one day. I'm going to tell you this little story. So, the guy last night, Corey, he was just like, is you live, whore? Like, he was saying that right when I was about to get off. And if you guys watch T.S. Madison, then you guys know that that's her tagline. Is you live, whore? Whore, is you live? And so, I was like, is that where you know me from? Because he could not figure out how he knew me. And I just thought that he knew maybe from the books or the podcast or something. And so he's like, that's how I know you. Da 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 da. So long story short, he did purchase the books. I saw your messages. Oh my God, if you don't sell him the books, you telling him too much and da 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 da. You gotta give it to the kids nice and slow. You know, everybody don't want to get fucked quick like that. Everybody don't want it. You gotta fuck them slow. You gotta get in there nice and slow, get in there real easy, and then you secure the sale. Like you can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't do it all fast. You gotta you gotta taste it. You gotta nibble on it a little bit. You gotta lick on it, and then you go in for the kill. But I got that book sale. I'm not talking about the whole Kaya and T.S. Madison thing. Simply because I didn't even watch Gio's live video. I was there, of course, on Monday. I told you guys why I didn't come on Monday. It's because I was at Madison's house when she was doing her live video. So I was there helping her, do that. For me, it's not my fight. It's not my battle. So I'm not interested in getting in the middle of that. For me, and I don't even talk about it. I don't even talk about it with my friends. Like, some of my friends, like a friend of mine called me today and was like, I heard you in the background. He heard me on the background Monday talking, and then he heard my laugh. Like, people who know me, they know my voice instantly. You know what I'm saying? They catch my voice, they hear me laughing or something like that. Like in the podcast coming out in the next couple, the podcast, you'll hear my voice, you'll hear me saying things because she and I are talking, so you'll hear me. But it's interesting because Madison posted something like yesterday or the day before or something like that. And I commented in there and said something to the effect of, we'll be back. The Queen's Court, we'll be back. I was responding to her. And I was saying, we'll be back on the 19th. We shall return. And somebody in there messaged me and said, are you the Craig that she's always talking to? Is that you? Like, it's just so crazy how people catch on. But I don't really talk about that whole situation with her and Kaya because I'm just not interested. For me, we do good business together. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and Madison. And there are times that myself, Madison, and Gio are on conference calls and things like that. So I work well in that capacity. I'm going to stay neutral. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, my thing is, even sometimes when people get in here and talking greasy, where's Christy? Christy found out, remember the guy that I told you guys about a couple weeks ago? And I told you that he got upset. He said that I blocked him or something on Facebook. And I'm like, well, I don't block people, so I don't know what you're talking about. And then he emailed me, like to my actual email, because my email is on the back of the books and stuff like that. he emailed me and said, I want my money back, and this, that, and the third, and just this whole thing. He was talking about returning his book of quotes to Amazon. I don't know why he got in his feelings, but anyway, Christy, with her messy ass, she didn't went back to the day that he was in the live video talking and saying where he worked, and if I ever remember that day, my car wouldn't start because I left the headlights on, and so I needed a jump. And so remember, he came in there that day and was talking about he worked for AAA, and if I ever needed anything, well, Shakika and Christy and all them other children, Shakika don't know that I know this, but they went and figured out who this boy was. But my thing is, I don't get it, Carolyn, all of them. I don't get into stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have an opinion about that. And if I do have an opinion, I share my opinion with Madison. I share my opinion with Gio. And I share my, yes, y'all were on it. They dug that boy up, inboxed me and said, oh, we figured out who it was. We about to go over to his page. And I'm like, listen. I talk about it with Madison's mom. So I talk about it internally. And the reason that I do that is because first of all, I've just never been one to gossip. That's just never been me. But also, I just feel like as I grow and become more visible because of my work, I have to learn how to navigate stuff like that without discussing it openly and publicly. Like, everything doesn't have to be discussed. At this point in our working relationship, my working relationship with Madison, we discuss a lot. Like, she shares a lot with me. Things that she hasn't talked about, deals that we're trying to get brokered on the back end. Like, those aren't things that I can talk about. And so I kind of feel the same way with what's going on with her and Kaya. So, but most of what you've seen it. Most of it. So there you have it. So I'm saying that because I know Lakeisha, well, her nosy ass out there in California. What part is she in? Palmdale. She inboxed me today. Can we discuss this tonight? She wanted to discuss the Kaya and Madison thing. Yes, Tiffany. Y'all inboxes were lit. They were trying to figure out who this kid was. But, I just realized, ED, at some point, I can't fight all of those battles. And even when it's on my own doorstep, I can't fight all of that stuff. Like, some things I just don't think that I will address. Some things. And I really think that, the model, I think, and I'm not a Beyonce stan at all. I think that she's great at what she does, but I think that, Bianca, you a mess. I think that Beyonce does an incredible job of not addressing things that are said about her in the media. And I want to become that kind of a person. Like I said, as I grow in my work and in my art and become more visible or more known to people, I don't like the word famous because I can't even conceptualize that right now. I want to be that kind of person where I don't address everything. Like, you can't. There's a Chinese proverb that says, a king never steps down from his throne to address peasants throwing stones. And I want to be the king. I want to be a king. Like, I don't want to come down and try to fight in the comments about every time somebody says something about me, or especially if it's shit that's not true. And you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to become that kind of person. Yeah. So, that's that. Now speaking about fame, right? Let me tell you about this fame thing. So, and I don't think I'm famous. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that at all. But I know there's a bitch in here thinking, I know he don't think he's famous. No, I'm not saying that. One day I was in the grocery store. I was in the grocery store one day. And I was looking at the wine case, right? And so I'm looking and I'm like looking, I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. And so when I walked in, the guy who worked in that department, he was smiling and he was just like, hey, and he just like smiled. And I looked at him and I was just like, oh God, he must recognize me. Because like the day before that or something or earlier that day, somebody was like, oh my God, you're the author. Da, da, da. Some shit like that happened, right? So I was on one this particular day. So I'm in there and I'm trying to find my wine. I said, oh Lord, I just want to find my wine. I had just come from the gym. I was looking and feeling a little rough. So I was just like, okay, I just want to get my little wine and I want to get out of here. And so as soon as I bent the corner, as my mother and them used to say, I bent that corner and he was standing right there smiling. Oh, I know what it was, because just a couple days before that, this is when I was still eating meat. There was a guy behind the deli counter, and he said, what's up, Mr. Writer, Mr. Author, Mr. Craig, the writer steward, or something like that. And everybody in the store looked at me and shit. So anyway, the next day or two, I'm going in there to buy a bottle of wine. And so this guy is smiling at me, and I could tell he was part of the community. I could tell he was one of the gays, right? Say it with me, one of the gays. He was part of the community. And I was just like, okay. He's smiling and shit. He must recognize me. So I was just like, so anyway, so I'm getting my shit. So he's smiling and he's walking towards me. And so he finally says, can I help you with something? Can I help you find a bottle of wine? And I just bust out laughing. And he says, he looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you on medication? He didn't say that, but he gave me this look like, are you okay? And I was just like, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I said, yeah, I'm looking for a Riesling or, whatever. He said, no, let me try to help you find something else. He said, let me help you something else. And he was trying to suggest another bottle of wine, another type of wine. And so I said, can I just, I said, let me apologize to you. I said, he said, why? I said, well, no, I didn't say apologize. I said, let me just say this to you. I said, when you were smiling, I really thought that when you came over, I said, you came over obviously to help me with this wine. I said, but I thought that you, I said, but I thought you recognized me. I can't even believe I'm saying this. But I was like, I thought you recognized me. And he was just like, he hit me with this. He was like, no, like from where? And I was just like, it's really not important. I said, I wrote a couple books. This is before I put out the third book. And I was like, I wrote a couple books and I just kind of figured you knew who I was. That shit was hilarious. Yes, I thought he knew me. And he was just like, no, I haven't. I was just trying to do my job. I was just trying to help you with a bottle of wine. But anyway, that shit was hilarious. Yes, I have not had a haircut yet. I've been busy. I said I've been busy. I was editing chapters. I was over at Madison's house the other night. I spent the night over there. I went over there on Monday. I spent the night at her house. We were working. We getting ready for March 19th because the Queen's Court will be back. So we were getting that shit together and working on some other stuff. Yeah, we were doing shit. We were getting shit together. And part of what I'm trying to do too with her, yes, I produced the Queen's Court podcast with her. But part of what I'm trying to do with her as well is she has her business in straight. She has her business in order, but I'm trying to bring it all the way in order. You understand what I'm saying? To really get shit in place. So we had to get some shit updated the other day. I had connected her. Anyway, that's that. So I'm about to start talking too much. Now the TV shows I'm watching. I know I miss you guys too. I really did. I really miss you guys too. I was like, oh my God, I haven't been on there in a couple days. And then over the weekend, I just didn't do anything. So, I mean, I was just kind of like laying around in here. And it's warm as shit. I think I'm going to have to open up my windows, either turn the AC on or something. Because it's warm. It was warm today. But anyway, the TV shows that I'm watching, She's Gotta Have It. Have you guys started watching She's Gotta Have It? She's Gotta Have It on Netflix. It's the Spike Lee show. It's the adaptation. It's the television show. I know I stopped. Wisdom. It's the television version. It's the television version of the movie that he did years ago. She's Gotta Have It. But it's really good. I mean, I know some of you guys were kind of like on the fence about it, and you didn't know if you really liked it, and but I liked it. I watched all 10 episodes. Lakeisha, with her fast stuff. Ain't she married? And she telling me to take my shirt off. Isn't she? Where's her husband? Her husband is obviously not home because, you know, she breaks her ankle to get up out of here to go make sure his dinner is warmed up. I think she sprained her ankle the last time. Yeah, she jumped down the steps trying to get out the building. She was up, my husband's here. I just heard him pull up. She ran. Oh, I got to catch up on 911. Thank you, Kimberly. I knew it was something else I needed to watch. Let me write that down. When I get off here, I need to watch. When did it come on? Last night? 911? I need to catch up on 911. But yeah, I've been watching She's Gotta Have It. I really like it. If you don't know it, if you haven't seen it, take a look at it. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. Yes, I still watch. No, DT ain't going away. He's just buying a house somewhere here in Atlanta. Shut up, Bianca. I saw that. Bianca, you are so messy. Oh, 911 comes on tonight. Okay, so, and I got to catch up on Project Runway. I watched Project Runway. I don't care what y'all say. Project Runway is the shit. And then, look, you got a new profile picture up. Let me go over here and see what this profile picture giving. Where's Jocelyn? Is it Jocelyn? Jocelyn McLean. Did you get your book? Shamika got hers, so you should have gotten yours as well. Pardon me. Look at that with her picture up here. She done got her little she put her little filter on here and everything. I watched The Shy. I need to catch the episode from Sunday. Let me write that down. I started to watch it the other day at Madison's house, but like I said, we were working, so I didn't get a chance to really catch up on TV over there. We were working, and then we're ordering stuff for the return on the 19th. And then she's going out of the country, and then she's going to LA. So we're trying to get shit in order for when she leaves. And then I edited the podcast for this Sunday, or for this Friday, their podcast for this Friday, or her podcast. I know, that's the thing about 911. It's like, why do they keep running reruns? You want to know my feelings on what, Shakika? The Queen's Court? Is that what she's talking about? I have got to get my hair cut. I'm going to make an appointment tomorrow. If he can get me in tomorrow, I'm going to go and get my hair cut tomorrow. If not, I'm going to go on Friday and get my hair cut. But I have got to get my hair cut. I got to get my plane ticket for Houston because the signing is going to be on April 7th. Wisdom, I still need to reschedule with you guys for Jacksonville. I need to look at that and see, because I may be able to do Jacksonville before I actually do Houston. I'm going to look at the dates in March. I'm going to try to see what's going on in March. That maybe like the end of March. Look at Shakika. She's still pressing on that whole Queen's Court thing. What you want me to talk about? I mean, the thing is, I just think that it's unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate that they fell out right on the cusp of some deals. Like, they were on the cusp of some deals. Where are you in Virginia, Kyra? I keep forgetting. Are you like near Richmond or something? Okay, Annette. Yeah, that's fine. Are you in Richmond? I can't remember. Yes, Carolyn, April 7th. She said that December 7th, too. She's supposed to be in Atlanta. But since it's in Houston and she's in Dallas, we're going to see if she's going to make it. How long is that drive, Carolyn? Everybody turn around and look at Carolyn. How long is the drive, Carolyn, from Dallas to Houston? What's the word for the night, Valerie? Cusp? Oh. Nicole, yes, I can't come March 10th. I can't come March 10th. I'm going to have to change the date. I'm so sorry. Key Mars, yes, you're late, but we're in a new building, so we still have a few more seats. Yes, Tiffany, I definitely want to come to Maryland, D.C., like the end of April. I'm looking at the end of April for that area because I'm not fucking with y'all with this snow and shit. It just snowed up there the other day. Yeah, and that's what I told Madison, Jason. That we don't understand everything that's happening, but I'm sure that it's going to, we're going to look back. I just said that the other day. I said, we're going to look back and be like, damn, this is why that happened, you know? But it is what it is. It is what it is. But while I'm working and helping and doing stuff over there, I'm doing my stuff too. Hold on, somebody's at the door. Hello? What's up? He's on Facebook Live. People all at the door. Who in Ohio? What part of Ohio? Tell me where in Ohio. I sure wish you had your clippers because I sure would like a haircut. My nephew used to cut my hair, but he lives behind God's back, so I can't be going. The key is over there. Oh, it's hot in here. Ain't it hot? I just said to them, I need to turn on the air or open up these windows. It's on that bench over there. They just went out of town, so they just came back. They park at my house. Heat don't help. The heat is not on. So why? Oh, you got it off. The heat is off. Oh, that's why. What you mean that's why? Because you ain't got no circulation coming on. It's 80 degrees in here. Well, I'm about to open up these windows, but I put the fan on. Oh, that don't work. No, it feels nice and cool right there. Journey waiting up for us. She is? Uh-huh. Oh, you see my little wall of quotes over there? Those are mine. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the name. Uh-huh. You need to put some of them quotes up in this new place. That's what I'm talking about. Where is it? When is it going to be? March 17th. Where is it? On near Island Parkway, right? It's like 15 minutes from... Oh, God. It's way up there? It's not far from Lake Lanier. It's not far from Lake Lanier. That's 15 minutes from my house. All right. So that's 40 minutes from here. All you gotta do is spend the night. Be all right. Mm. That's my nephew. They tell me, who is that? He nosy on Facebook? They good and nosy now. Now they nosy. In the back. Oh, they nosy. One day a friend of mine was sitting in that chair right there by the door. And they were like, what is that moving behind you? I'm just like... I pay attention to backgrounds too. Right. All right. But yeah, he and his wife went to Vegas for their anniversary, and they park at my house because, like I said, they live behind God's back. So they park over here, and then they take an Uber to the airport because I wasn't here when they went to the airport. I don't know where I was. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm still gonna come to Jacksonville. I just need to figure out a date. I will be in Houston for a signing on April 7th. Those details are on my website. Oh, Nicole, please don't do that. I had to move it back. I had to move it back. Because I have to order books for that. I'm going to have to re-up on books. I have to order all of the books. Because I have to have books available and ready, you know, when I come to these cities. I can't come with just a handful of books. So, anyway, but that's that. I told you about my TV shows that I'm watching. Y'all need to go ahead and watch She's Gotta Have It. Now there's another show that I'm watching. I just started watching today. It's called Two Sides. Viola Davis and her husband are executive producers of this show. When I tell you it's a docuseries and it's really good, the very first one, hey Jay McCoy. Look at Jay McCoy. Everybody turn around and say hi to Jay McCoy. Hey girl, hey. Hey Tish. She talking about, oh, I'm not speaking now. Hey. I'll let you know, Anthony. Anthony, you gonna pick me up from the airport too, or I got an Uber? Do I have to Uber? Yes, I still watch The Chi. I'm caught up on The Chi. I need to watch the episode from Sunday, this past Sunday. I'm gonna watch that when I get off of here. And I think I missed an episode of Project Runway, so I'm gonna try to catch that. Okay, but listen, when you watch Two Sides, it's a docuseries. Viola Davis, it's on TV One. I don't know what day of the week it comes on because I got a Fire Stick, so I watch it on the Fire Stick. But this is a docuseries, and it chronicles what happened, the shit that we didn't learn in the news and in the media when Eric Garner was killed. There's an episode on Sandra Bland. I can't remember what other ones are up there. There's a few more up there. But it hasn't been on long. It's only like 4 or 5 episodes that are up there. But the one with Eric Garner was really good because I learned so much. I'm going to tell you what I learned. Okay, so, of course, he lived in New York. That particular day, he wasn't actually selling loose cigarettes, but he had a history of selling loose cigarettes. And so this particular day, the cops, they were on his radar, or he was on their radar. Eric Garner was on the cops' radar because selling loose cigarettes is a big deal in New York. Like, it's a big deal. And the state misses out on a lot of tax dollars. The state misses out on a lot of tax dollars. And not to mention the cigarette companies are missing, are losing profits. A carton of cigarettes are really expensive in New York. And so when you're selling them loose like that, it's really cutting into their profits. So the police really try to crack down on that particular thing. You gonna watch it, Darren? He talking about I'm not gonna spoil it. Are you gonna watch it? What do you think I'm not supposed to say? First of all, the show came on weeks ago. So if you ain't seen it by now, you weren't gonna watch it. So he gonna wait for me to talk about it and then say I can't talk about it? He kills me. Put your earphones on. I ain't think about Darren. He just mad because I had to cancel his order. It ain't my fault he waited to the 3rd and 4th cycle of the So Much to Say podcast stuff. He should have ordered it when everybody else ordered it. Now he want to be mad because I want to talk about the TV show. The show been on for a month. He ain't watched it all this time. He ain't gonna watch it. Anthony, I'm probably gonna fly to Houston on April 6th because I have a signing on April 6th, but it's at somebody's house. It's private. Yes, the cigarettes in New York are $15 a pack. And so $15 a pack. That's high. So they're basically selling loose cigarettes. And so he's making all this money and shit. So they basically were agitating him, right? The cops were annoyed with him because he had been arrested several times. And this particular day, he was standing outside the store. He wasn't selling anything. They came by. And here's the other reason why they were pissed off with him. Because he had filed claims against them. He had filed claims against the New York City Police Department several times. He had filed complaints, is what I'm trying to say. $15 a pack. Yes, a pack. Not a carton, a pack. So if you selling loose cigarettes, you making a killing. And you saving money. So he had filed a complaint because there was a particular day where one of the cops stopped him and took his, and took his money. One particular day he was out. I don't know if he was selling or what he was doing. According to what I understood, one day they just stopped him. He said he was just walking down the street, and he and his girlfriend, they would just stop him and his girlfriend, and they would ask them what they were doing, because they just were under the assumption that every time they saw them on this particular street, it was called Bay Street, they always would stop them and just assume that they were out there selling loose cigarettes. And so it got to the point that Eric Garner and his girlfriend had to walk around with their pay stubs to show that they had a job. Because one time they stopped him, he had $500. They took the $500 from him. They just took his money. Bitch, what is this, apartheid? What is this, Africa? South Africa? Back in the day? What do you mean? They stopped him, took his $500. Another time, they stopped him, took $1,000 from him. They took $1,000 from him and told him that if he wanted the money back, he needed to go down to the police department and prove how he made that money. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? See, that's that white supremacy bullshit. See, that's that kind of shit that pisses me off. That's the kind of shit that burns me up when white folks, not all, when white folks try to act like they don't understand what we mean when we say that there are disparities or that there's racism or that we're targeted. Like, they literally would walk up to him and his girlfriend. They would drive up to them and say, where'd you get that money? Like, why the fuck I got to prove to you where I got my money from? You understand what I'm saying? So he was a target because he had filed complaints with the police department, against these cops that were abusing their power. And so that was really why they stopped him that day. They were angry with him because he had filed complaints against them. And then also because he had a history of selling. They knew him in the neighborhood as the person that sold these cigarettes. And so they showed like video clips. It was very detailed. They showed like little confessionals with his mom, with his sister, with his father. It shot really well. It's really good. They basically stopped him. He said, "I can't breathe," 11 times. He said, "I can't breathe 11 times. And then when the EMT showed up, and they showed this on there, they showed video footage. When the EMT showed up, they were like, "Come on, sir, get up. We're trying to help you. We're trying to help you." He was dead. They never offered him oxygen. They never offered him oxygen. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. And it's really sad. It really is sad because the cop, one of the things that they said his mom actually said, that Eric Garner's mom said in the documentary. Again, it was very good. You got to take a look at it because it really shows and discusses things that we didn't see in the public. His mom said, "Now, while my son is dead, the cop that actually killed him, he was being celebrated. Like he was put on administrative leave. And then when he went back to work, he actually made like $120,000 in overtime because he was assigned to administrative duties. And so he was accruing like overtime and shit. So they showed like how he had made like an extra $120,000 when in fact he was supposed to be getting punished, but he was actually making money. Then there was an article in a newspaper. When that cop got married, I think he got married. The cop got married. And the ad said, "Cop accused of killing Eric Garner ties the knot." Bitch! So y'all celebrating this? So the mom was like, so while my son is dead, they're actually making this cop like a celebrity, like he's a star, like he's done something. Like they're rewarding him. Like they putting it, like why is that news in the paper? Like, are you serious right now? That's the kind of systematic racism bullshit that happens. It's crazy. So anyway, if you get a chance to see this show called Two Sides, like I said, it comes on TV One. It should be on demand. If you have a Fire Stick, look it up. That's the very first episode with Eric Garner. And like I said, there's one on Sandra Bland and a few other people. I can't remember who all is up there. But it's a really interesting show. Take a look at that. Remember that show Autopsy I told you guys about the other day? I watched Michael Jackson. Well, I watched Whitney Houston's. I need to watch Anna Nicole Smith. I don't know why I want to see hers, but I'm kind of curious about it. But Whitney Houston's was really interesting too. That was a really good one. So yeah. Who needs to order these books? I know all y'all don't have these books. And Nep been sending her money order since last week. I still ain't got it. Annette, she done got quiet. Girl, I didn't get your money order yet. You supposed to been ordering these books. In December 2010, I felt a tugging in my spirit. It was the first of its kind. I had never considered leaving Atlanta, but my instincts were telling me to move to Los Angeles. I came close to moving to New York when George Faison called and asked if I'd be interested in working with him on a show. George choreographed the stage version of The Wiz and won a Tony for his work. He said there was talk of staging a play based on Elin Harris's first book, Invisible Life. George wanted me to assist with the music that was being produced by Ashford and Simpson. Remember, this is all true. This is not made up. But when the funding failed to come through, I canceled my plans to move. I never had a desire to live in LA, but I knew a seed was planted in me this time. I called two friends living in LA who had previously lived in Atlanta. I told them I was thinking about moving, and they encouraged me to put some serious thought behind it to make sure it wasn't a rash decision. I was planning to move because I had the nerve to believe God was telling me to, not because it was impetuous. I prayed that if it was God's will for me to move to LA, that he would make it a seamless process. I began saving money and flew to LA in March 2011 to put things in motion. My nephew's cousin worked for an airline, and the round trip plane ticket only cost me $100. During that trip, I secured a place to stay with a college friend's parents. They told me I could live with them rent-free until I found a job and enough money saved to move into a place of my own. When I got back to Atlanta, I set my move date for April 28th, so I'd be in LA for my birthday on May 4th. I hired a moving company to move my furniture from my apartment to Kinsel's unfinished basement to store. Coincidentally, on the day the movers came, there was a yard sale in Kinsel's neighborhood. Instead of having the movers take my things to Kinsel's, I had it transported to the yard sale. To my surprise, everything sold. I waited a week before my move to call my nephew's cousin again to book my one-way flight to LA. But he had been terminated. I was afraid to check the price for the flight because I knew it would cost a fortune. I thought I would have to push the date back. I thought I would have to push back the date to get an inexpensive ticket. Thank you, Ashley. I reluctantly signed onto Delta's website to check the prices. The one-way fare was $127, including tax. I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe the fare was so cheap. Just before I purchased the ticket, I recalled receiving a $75 travel voucher from Delta after writing a customer service letter about a previous flight. In total, I paid $69 for my flight. It was meant to be. The thoughts of leaving Atlanta made me very emotional. Despite the tough times I had there were many fond memories, and I met some amazing people who I count as friends. I worried that we would lose touch in the way I lost contact with friends from college, but I knew this move was what I needed. Kensel reassured me we would never lose touch. I packed my luggage in Kensel's car, and we headed to the airport. I was in tears before we hit 85 South. I was leaving the place I called home for 13 years. Kensel started out as my workout partner, but she became like a sister, mother, and spirit friend to me. Though she's 15 years my senior, I could talk to her about anything, and she never judged me. We taught each other about personal growth and much about loving the people in our lives without fear of rejection. We laughed together and cried for each other when love didn't bloom in our lives or when we faced career lulls. Over the years, we stayed in contact, mostly because of his efforts. Oh, wait, I didn't jump. Now this is about Carrington. I checked in and headed to the concourse train to the departure gate. When the doors opened to the train, I saw Carrington. Over the years, we stayed in contact mostly because of his efforts, so we weren't completely out of touch. And several of my friends were still his dental patients. He used his chairside conversation time with them to ask about me. And things he didn't ask them, he learned from my mother. Wait, what? What's going on up here? Ain't no fire in here. Cut it out. Y'all so silly. But anyway, that was just a little piece from the book. The point of me reading that part is the part where I said I was praying to God that the move to LA be a seamless process. We got automatic sprinklers in here. Cut it out. There ain't no fire in here. And I say that because when you pray about something, you put your energy into that prayer, and that's it. Fear is always going to try to creep in. Your mind will always wander to, well, what if this happens? Well, what if it doesn't go this way? You have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline yourself and make yourself concentrate and focus on your intention behind your prayer. And you have to trust that whatever's meant to be will be. You can't allow your mind to wander and veer off to the right or veer off to the left. You have to just continue to know and believe, continue to know and believe that you're going to be okay, no matter what the outcome is. No matter what the outcome is. Carrington continued sending Christmas gifts to my mom every year after we broke up. Because, see, I had put that thing on him really good when we were in that relationship. So he was still, staying in touch with my mom. You're leaving today? Yep, today is the day. Where are you going? I'm going to Philly for a class. Oh, one of those certification classes. Yeah. Oh, okay. How was Hawaii? I said with a slight grin. Damn, how did you know I went to Hawaii? 2 friends told me Carrington and Wendell were dating secretly. Well, at least they thought they were clandestinely. There's your word for the night. Apparently, they didn't want anyone to know because neither would own up to it, but they were spotted having dinner on Valentine's Day. I knew it was true because the 2 people who told me didn't know each other. And I learned from Lane that 2 people who don't know each other can't tell the same lie. What I didn't tell him was that I overheard his boy toy telling Jamel, my friend, that owned the furniture store. I was on the phone with her weeks before when she happened to see Wendell in passing. I overheard Wendell telling her that he was just getting back from Hawaii with a friend. I put 2 and 2 together. I knew Wendell didn't have money to go to Hawaii unless the trip was sponsored, and I knew who sponsored it. Besides, Carrington and I had talked about going to Hawaii but never made it. I wasn't bothered because I was over Carrington. It was typical Carrington style to be with someone who needed him financially to make it difficult for them to leave him. And Wendell's modus operandi has always been to find a man willing to provide because he didn't like to work, nor did he have a clear career path in all the years I knew him. That was low-key shade right there. Speaking of, some of my friends, some of the Hedabrinks from the first book, and I talk about the Hedabrinks in the first book and this book, one of them wants to have a reunion. They've been talking about doing this reunion. Now, mind you, some of them have issues that I wrote about us in these books. I don't give a fuck. I had actually had a conversation with a few of them and told them before the books came out that I was writing these books and that I was putting in there. Okay, Wisdom, I ain't think about them. It ain't no fire in here. That's your panties on fire. One of y'all got one of them STDs, one of them STIs. You burning in your panties because it ain't no fire in here. They would have gone down to the, get that VD taken care of. Remember on Good Times, they used to always call it VD? Evie, it ain't no fire. Evie, that's the STDs in their panties. And he ain't having sex with the same guy or woman. How they doing? No, ain't no microwave burning in here. Sit down somewhere. But anyway, they want to have a reunion. And I'm just like, so the idea was to have a reunion to go out of town. I said, if you think I'm going out of town with them, and I haven't even talked to many of them in like 9 years or something like that or whatever, or before the book came out, you think I'm going to go on a trip with them? I said, now we can start with a little lunch in Atlanta. Oh, Lakeisha's microwave was on. Okay, y'all were talking about the fire was in here. I know it ain't no fire in here. Well, Lakeisha shouldn't have that little, that old ass microwave. She knew it had a short. Lakeisha, get rid of that old ass microwave. Shit. She wasn't in the building with us no way. She was on Skype. I told y'all earlier that she don't be in here because her husband be coming home. She in there trying to get that husband's dinner together. That's why that shit blew up. She trying to cook it too fast. He must be pulling up. I think she's scared of her husband. Is she okay? She didn't evacuate the children? Well, how she, listen, if her microwave was on fire, how she got time to write in here that her bitch, I'd have been running out of the building. I wouldn't have had time to type no Facebook group and let them know that my place is on fire. She should, I think she a little special. Girl, I hope she got out of the building. She's sitting in here trying to type and tell y'all what's going on. Can't nobody in here help you. There ain't no firemen in here. And if they are, Lakeisha, can't nobody in here help you, girl. Run, get out. Get your slippers on, get your bathrobe on, and get out. Get to the lawn. She telling us like we 911. Girl, we the pen pals. We ain't 911. She telling us, girl, we ain't got no fire extinguisher over here. And if we do, we can't help you. I'm in Georgia. She in California. Oh, my God. The kids that came in and told her about the fire. Because she's so busy engrossed in this. She's something. When I say it is warm in here, it is warm in here. Oh. So I just got a message from someone. I'm not going to say who. He was at the event on December 7th. The launch party that I did for the third book. And he just messaged me and said that he has a date this weekend with someone in Atlanta that he met at the launch party. Let me find out. Hey, girl, hey. Go ahead, Valerie, with your hot tub. She done gonna take your shirt off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the AC on. Is it too soon for AC, or do I just need to crack the windows? Yes. Oh, child. Girl, the fire couldn't have been that bad if Lakeisha's still in here typing. She should be evacuating. She's still in here typing, talking to us. If she ain't crazy as a road lizard. Not crazy. I had to put a little something on my lips. They were feeling a little dry. Yeah, let me open up these windows. It's a little warm. Put these blinds up. Get a nice little breeze, a little crosswind going on in here. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, child. Her fire was an hour ago. Well, if she got renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance or something. She ain't here playing with us. Well, ma'am, how did your microwave catch on fire? Well, I was on Facebook Live and I was watching this guy. No, I've never met him. I don't even know who he is. But I was on Facebook Live watching him and the house just caught on fire and that's how it went up this wall. Well, man, we're not going to be able to cover that because that was just dumb. You on Facebook Live watching somebody you don't know and your kitchen was on fire? You didn't think to evacuate? Well, no, because he was talking about something that I thought was really funny and it was really interesting. And he was in the middle. Well, man, couldn't you go and watch the video at the end of the, once he ended? Couldn't you go back and watch? Yeah, but I just like to be in it because, it's a group of us and we call ourselves the Pen Pals and, we're just kind of talking and chit-chatting with each other. And so I just he hadn't been on Facebook Live in a few days. So I just wanted to be there because I missed him. But, ma'am, you said you've never met him. So I know, but, it's just like a family. And, we were supporting this charity down in Houston. Well, ma'am, did you send anything to the charity? Well, no, I didn't send anything because the way my account is set up, I wasn't able to send anything to the charity. Well, ma'am, you mean to tell me that you let your kitchen catch the fuck on fire? Your microwave. What were you cooking in the microwave? Ma'am, it was a microwave. How did you? Well, I had put some Reese cups in there because I wanted to soften them up a little bit because I like them when they're a little soft, when the chocolate is melting a little bit. So I just put it. Ma'am, you put that, really? That's what you did? Ma'am, in fact, I'm looking at this paperwork. Your insurance policy lapsed. So you don't even have coverage. She on Facebook Live watching us and her kitchen is burning down. Her microwave. Lakeisha is nuts. Lakeisha is nuts. She's sitting here looking at me and her kitchen is catching on. Let me tell you something. My kitchen catch on fire. I'm cutting this shit off. And I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. Sitting here watching nobody. She's sitting there watching me. You mean to tell me you watching a bitch you don't even know? You ain't even never met this motherfucker before? Wasn't he just in LA? You didn't even go to his signing and you sitting here fixed on his Facebook Live video. But you didn't even go and see him when he was in your city. We're not gonna be able to pay her claim. We're not gonna, no, because that was just stupid. We're not paying for her shit. She can go to Walmart and get her another microwave. Fuck them walls. I see all that smoke damage and shit. Fuck that. She can just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get her some paint and just go over it. What? Her clothes smell like smoke. Well, she gonna have to put the shit in the dry cleaners or get new clothes. We not paying for her stupidity. That was just dumb. That was just damn stupid. Let me tell you something. Some shit catch on fire in here. Look, I got renter's insurance. My ass gonna grab my phone if I can and get the hell out of here. Look, and she explained it. It wasn't that big of a fire. Look, her husband gonna come home. What the fuck is going on in here? You done burnt the shit up and I ain't even got no dinner? She done burnt up the kitchen and the microwave and ain't even cooked the man nothing to eat. He gonna put her on restrictions. She ain't even be able to come on here no more, no way. She ain't even gonna be able to come. No, you just come on up off of here. In fact, deactivate your Facebook account. You sitting here watching this motherfucker cross the country. You ain't even never met him before. You got the damn house burning up. Damn kids had to come and tell you that the shit was on fire. All right, so if you guys wanted to purchase some books, I don't even have a copy of the other ones. They over there. I don't feel like going to get them. It is not my fault, Valerie. It is not my fault. It ain't my fault. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, the kids had already called and told her husband on her. He gonna come home mad. He gonna come home pissed off. Girl, you better make sure that dinner is good. Make sure that cat is clean. And have it ready for him when he come home. Make sure that cat is clean. You gonna have to offer him some coochie when he come home. Because, girl, you ain't here burning up the microwave and shit. That man working hard. She burning up microwaves and shit. Girl, make sure. Girl, what you cook for dinner? You might need to run to the Ralphs and get something else. Or go down to the Albertsons and get something else. Because what you got him for dinner? It ain't nothing left over, is it? We talking to you, Lakeisha. She's talking about Amy. She talking about Amy. Now, how did Amy fall? It's always somebody in here who needing help. Now, how she fall? Well, her clumsy ass. Is she hurt? She falling and shit. I was gonna share this little piece with y'all. I was something else when I was in college. Because I think about before I was well, what y'all want me to do? I ain't no doctor. Amy hurt. Girl, you better get to the doctors. Call 911. Another one. She need to call 911. What you want me to do? Come through the phone? What? What she want me to do? Do I look like a Band-Aid? Do I look like a gauze bandage? Girl, call 911. Oh, it was this morning? Amy, I hope you're okay. Well, girl, what you want me to do? I did not go to medical school. I went to school for journalism. Listen. She another one on Facebook Live. Girl, this ain't 911. This ain't 911. Call 911. I'm 4 states over. I'm a whole time zone away. And they say, Amy fell, Craig. What you want me to do? Oh, I didn't see it. Well, girl, I still ain't no doctor. What you want me to, you want me to kiss it and blow it on it? Here, let me blow on it. You know how you used to blow on the kids? You blow on it. It's okay. Now, I'm not going to kiss on it. I'm just going to blow on it because, girl, I don't know what's... Girl, listen. I don't know if you got hepatitis. You know, you got diseases and shit going around here. You got this HIV. Like, I can't be kissing on it. I don't know what's going on in that bloodstream. Despite what people think, all of the gays are not HIV positive. Amen. Colisha? Is that who you talking about, Valerie? Colisha. I was going to read this part. I used to be something else in college. Let me tell you. So, like, before I really was comfortable in my skin and came out and, you know, realized that I loved it, that I enjoyed the comfort of a man, before I realized I enjoyed before I was ready to accept that I enjoyed the comfort of a man, I was pretty closeted, if you can imagine that. So when I was in college, I would never act on the feelings, right? There would be guys that I thought were attractive and shit like that, but I never, like, you know, I would never act on the feelings. And so, you know, I lived in a co-ed dorm my sophomore year. So the guys were on the guys were on like floors 1, 2, and 3, and the girls were on like 4, 5, 6, something like that, right? We weren't on the same floors, but that ain't mean shit. People were still fucking. Felicia, didn't you order this book? Felicia, didn't you order this book? She asked me about shit that's in the book. She didn't read it yet? Felicia, didn't you order this book through the Cash App? Didn't you send me money through the Cash App and I signed it and shipped it to you? She asked me about shit that she could read for herself. My last girlfriend, Felicia, was in college. But anyway, there was a point in my sophomore year where my hormones were raging. I was ready to have an experience, but I wasn't really ready up here. But my body, my loins were throbbing. And I remember when I would go into the restrooms to take a shower and stuff. Oh, that's why you telling me, Amy, you didn't ship your stuff out. That's fine. I'm going to ship mine tomorrow too, Amy. But see, if you weren't late, you would have heard me say that. For all of the people that think white people all on time, meet Amy. She's always late to the group. But yeah, Amy, I'm going to ship mine tomorrow, so that's fine. So anyway, when I was in my sophomore year, I would go in to take my showers in the morning, but I was so curious. It was like my hormones were raging. And so I used to cut these little holes in the shower curtain. So I was looking for that part, so I was going to read it for you. The couch auction. Anyway, so let me find that part. I was going to read that to you. Why I used to go in the bathroom and cut these little holes in the shower so I could see the boys when they were going there and take their shower. A mess. Where is that part? No, that's freshman year. Let me find my little section. Hold on. Renee, you in the wrong place, girl. Go out of the building and make a left. You're in the wrong place. I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody selling no couch over here. We selling books, though. Are you a reader? Do you like to read? Send me $20 to the Cash App. My Cash App ID is The Writer. If you want all 3 books, it's $54. If you want the first 2, it's $36. Okay? We ain't selling no couches, though. Girl, you in the wrong building. Oh, here it is right here. Y'all ready? I felt the same adrenaline rush each time I showered in my dormitory that I felt years before when I perused Black Inches magazine. I knew there was always a chance to see one of the guys naked in one of the shower stalls when I passed to go into the shower. The pressure from the water against the flimsy curtains often gave me a quick look, but there were also those who didn't even draw the shower curtain completely closed. I sometimes showered on other floors in the dorm for the purpose of sneaking peeks, and I didn't stop there. Late at night, when no one was in the bathrooms, I cut holes in the shower curtains or completely removed them to get a look. I was borderline desperate because I had held myself captive for so many years. There was one guy on another floor who wasn't concerned who saw him naked. He always stepped outside his shower to dry off because he was comfortable being naked. I made a mental note of the times he showered so I could make plans to go upstairs for my shower to see him. And that. No, Valerie. I wasn't kind of freaky. I still am. Periodically, I peeked out of the curtain to see if he was done showering or to get a look at him in plain view. His body was cut, and you could see the definition in his muscles because he was smooth, not hairy. He was an even golden brown complexion. He took his time, leaning down to reach his ankles and toes. Tiffany, you a mess. My dick got hard watching him pat his dick and ass dry before casually wrapping himself in his towel to exit. I was late to class a few times trying to see this one-man show. That's a piece from Words Never Spoken. That's my first book. It's $20. If you want to order this book and the second book, it's $36. If you want to order all three, it's $54. And this is the book of quotes. I know. Ignore Renee crazy ass. I don't know what she talking about. I don't know who she is. She done came into the wrong group. Let me give you one quote out of here. Yeah, I don't block people. Like, I don't. Is it Aletha? I think it's Aletha. I'm proud of all of them. I'm really, really proud of this one. I'm really, really proud of this one because I think there are some amazing quotes in here, and I'm not saying it just because I wrote them. But I love the cover of this book. I love that it's a hardback. And, you know, people message me about this book all the time. A friend of mine that I used to work with a few years ago, like many years ago, she texted me the other day and said, "Oh my God, I'm loving this book." But I think if I had to choose, I would say this one because this was the first book, and like I just never imagined writing a book. When I wrote this book, I was just like, and like people who knew me would be like, "Oh my God." People were like, "Oh my God, like you wrote a book. Do you like?" I didn't really understand the gravity of that. I didn't understand the magnitude of that. Right, Amy, sit on this cold bench outside. I didn't really understand the magnitude of that. It was just like, oh, I just wrote a book. Like, and people were like, but people don't just write books, and so I really didn't understand it. And then it wasn't until I started getting emails from people, and they were like, "Oh my God!" I told you guys about the young boy in LA who took an Uber to the signing. He had already had the books, but he came because he just wanted to meet me in person. It was just like, "Oh my God, I just had to thank you." And he extended his hand, and yeah, I'm really proud of this one. But this one is my baby. Because these are my life. These are my life. Where these are my thoughts. These are like quotes that I've been writing over the past 5 years, but this is really personal because these are my story. This is my story. And like one of the things that I'm working on, aside from all of the stuff that I'm doing, recording this and doing the podcast and working with the Queen's Court, I've been talking to some people about shooting either this as a television series or another script that I've written with a friend of mine. And so I've been in talks with some people about trying to shoot it. So it's either going to be this, I'm going to shoot this story. The idea is to turn these into a television series. So from the time that I was a kid all the way up to the adult, and each episode would be like a couple of different vignettes from the book. So like, for example, like if you read this first book, if you remember the scene where my dad came and picked me up in the car from my maternal grandmother's house, and he took me to Appleton Street and was like, see that? There's your mother's car right there. And then I went back to my grandmother's house and I called my mother at work and asked her, well, who lives on Appleton Street? And da-da-da-da. So like, that would be a vignette that we would shoot. And like just different things from my childhood would be in that one episode. So we would basically lay both of these books out as a project, right? So yeah, so that's the idea. But then I have another script that I wrote with a friend of mine that's based on my stage play, A Day in the Life. And we've written a series based on the play. And so I have this actor looking at that now because the idea is to shoot it. Because I want to put something on television. Like, I don't know if I want to do a web series or not, because like I need a check. I don't know about the web series, but So anyway, so that's that. But anyway, are all hearts and minds clear? I think I've said all I wanted to say tonight. Y'all lighting Renee ass up here. I'm going to ship my things tomorrow. Oh, let me check the inbox. Somebody said check inbox. Remember, whenever you get a moment to ship your things, go ahead and ship your things. I'm going to be shipping mine tomorrow. My friend Angela is going to be getting some stuff, so I'm going to ship hers with mine. If you're going to make a donation, you can. The link is there. It's right before this video. It just says donate. You click on that. You can do that up until whenever. But, as far as we go, we're going to be donating to them until the end of this month, the last day of this month, the 28th. And then in April, we're going to get on to the next charity, which is the one in Baltimore. Okay? And I'll give you the details about that later once we get to it. All right? So, you guys have an amazing night. Make sure you brush your teeth. I'm being encouraged to go ahead and block Renee. Okay, I've blocked Renee. Was it another one I needed to block? Who was that? Oh, Paul Allen. I need to block him too. All right, so I've blocked those two people. So moving forward, those are the only two people that I've ever blocked. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth. Get down on your knees. Say your prayers. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. And ask specifically. If you need God to usher in love, companionship, friendship, good health, ask for it. I can't say enough about acupuncture. I don't know what your health needs are, what's going on with you. Maybe you're feeling a little arthritis in your bones or something. You want to try some acupuncture. I told you guys I live and swear by Groupon. Look on Groupon, type in acupuncture, see what comes up in your area. Usually you can find you a deal. Is this Patrick person somebody I need to block too? My friend Dante that I stayed with in LA was having some sort of a shoulder problem last week. He ended up going to the acupuncture place that I go to in LA, and the pain was gone. He said it was a 10, the pain was a 10, and when he left the acupuncture, it was down to a 2. Another friend of mine, her mom has a lot of chronic pain, body pain. She texted me today, what was the name of that acupuncture place? She lives in LA as well. I blocked him too, Tiffany. So I said, I'm telling you, try acupuncture. I don't know what your needs are, what's going on with you. Christy, we talked about you earlier in the video. Go back to the beginning. But yes, be specific in your prayer. Be specific in your ask. If you're not sure what to ask, your prayer needs to become, God, teach me how to pray. God, teach me how to pray. Use my words. Use my light. Use my gifts. That's what I say every night. Use my words to teach, to reach, and to heal. All right? You guys have an amazing night. I appreciate you for being here. I really appreciate you being here every single night. I appreciate you waiting for me. I appreciate you supporting my gift, supporting my work, and for sharing these videos and sharing my posts. And those of you that have gifted books to your friends, your family members, your co-workers, I appreciate it. I really, really do. And thank you for supporting the podcast. So much to say. We're every single Monday at 10 a.m. We didn't get the chance to talk about the podcast. Oh my God, we did some really good podcasts. What did you guys think about the one on divorce? Let me say this real quick. What did you guys think about the one on divorce? I love the divorce podcast. I've gotten so many messages about that divorce podcast. I thought it was so interesting. I thought it was, oh my God, it was powerful. It was if you have not listened to the last podcast, it's there. It's available in SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever you can listen to a podcast. It's on YouTube as well. Just type in So Much to Say. And the last podcast is called Love, Marriage, and Divorce. Okay? Take a listen. Make sure you share it with your friends. If you listen to it, because remember, it's free. It's free. So if you listen to it and something really moves you, send it to somebody. Click that button where you can text it right to your next friend or post it on your social media. Like, share it with your people. Like, when you find something that really speaks to your heart, I promise you there's somebody else who needs to hear it as well, right? So make sure you share these podcasts. You don't have to share all of them, but the ones that really resonate with you. You understand? Just share it with someone, because I promise you somebody needs it. Somebody else is needing it. There are no accidents, all right? So if you're in a relationship that you need to walk away from, I pray your strength to be able to walk away from that relationship. If you're in a job or career that you do not like, that is not fulfilling you, that is not satisfying you, I pray your courage to walk away from it. I pray your courage. You get one life. You only get one life. I say this to you periodically on here. You only get one life. You want to use the best of yourself to live your best life as often as you can. If today was the last day of your life, would it matter? Whatever it is for you, would it matter? Would it matter that he's cheating? Would it matter that you don't know how you're going to pay your power bill? Would it matter? Whatever it is, right? Focus on what you can control. That's all you can do. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can do. But in there, you have to trust that it all happens as it should. So if it means your car is being repossessed, don't stress yourself and worry yourself. Let it go. Because a part of the lesson is releasing it. A part of the lesson is surrendering. A part of the lesson is yielding to whatever life throws your way. Right? Be safe. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow at 9.